Hey all, we're trying something new today. We're making pies. In an effort to simplify our lives, my wife and I keep coming up with new things that we can make ahead of time, kind of keep in the fridge, freezer, and have ready. Dosa is one of my favorites for that. Hummus. We're making tamales recently. I like making tamales for special occasions, but if you make, what's that, buddy? If you make a bunch of them ahead of time, you can keep them in the freezer and they're good to go. All right, I'm only cooking for my family, so just pretend I'm not petting my dog while I cook. Just before I filmed this, I tried to roll out a bunch of pie crust on camera, failed spectacularly. I only have a little bit of time here. I'm on the clock. I've got a sleeping baby. I've got kids I need to pick up from school. I'm trying to make one of these videos every week. I've got all sorts of reasons for it. And if I don't get this done today, it's not happening. So I am making pies. That is our newest idea for what to make ahead of time. I've never tried to make savoury pies before, but I thought I'd give it a go. Just before I started filming this, rolled out 12 of what turned out to be just the ugliest little pie crust you've ever seen, but I reckon they'll do. I'll mix some footage in as well, but earlier today I made up a couple of different fillings. One is a kind of a mushroom brown gravy filling. The other is a potato and carrot filling. This is both dinner tonight, and I had hoped, I actually have two other muffin tins sitting here because I wasn't sure how many pies I was going to get out of the pie crust that I made. It turns out about a dozen if you plan on putting a roof on them. So, you know, we're trying new things, learning new things as we go. A couple of days ago, I made this pie crust and whacked it in the fridge. I used a Bob's Red Mill gluten-free pie crust. Pretty easy to make. I use Miyoko's vegan butter with it. And then you meant to let it, really dog, you meant to let it rest anyway. I was going to make these yesterday and ran out of time, so it became today's dinner, and who knows, maybe tomorrow's lunch. The mushroom gravy is pretty easy. I made more or less the same dry pan mushrooms that I talked about for the ramen. I used cremini mushrooms, baby portobello mushrooms. You could use pretty much any mushrooms for these. Sliced them up. There's the baby. Sliced them up, did them in the pan, added some chopped onion once they were good and cooked, some garlic once that had cooked, made a slurry with a little bit of, I had tapioca starch, the bag was open rather than opening a bag of cornstarch. Made a little slurry with some tapioca starch and some veggie broth. You can make your own veggie broth pretty easily, but you know, we got stuff to do. So today it was the pre-mixed, you know, concentrate, stock, concentrate, bouillon. Made a slurry with that so it doesn't cause lumps. Mixed that in, added a little bit of brown sugar for sweetness, which is what I associate with a brown gravy savoury pie. And a little bit of butter just for richness and because I had some sitting out. That was easy. For the potato and carrot, similar thing, I cooked up some onions. I've talked previously about how onions take a lot longer to cook than you think. But if you're, you know, if you're cooking other things with them, they keep cooking. So you can get away with a little cheat there. I cooked up some onions. I had baby carrots, I had a bag of baby carrots in the fridge that would have gone bad if I didn't use them. So I put some baby carrots in there, sliced up, obviously preferentially use whole carrots, just for mainly just the expense factor. But if you're trying to clean out your fridge, I added in some garlic. I added in some potatoes to make it go a little quicker. I'd cooked the potatoes for about 10 minutes in the Instant Pot the other day, and then I just had them in the fridge ready to go because I knew I was going to be making this pie filling. And I added in some butter as it went. A little bit of veggie stock to get everything cooking down. And I snipped some chives and some parsley from a herb garden and added that in too. Lots of pepper. I think we could all use some fresh ground pepper. That was a Sex and the City reference. It's probably the only one you'll ever hear out of me. Some fresh cracked pepper. Let that cook up a good bit. Obviously salt as you go. To taste, give it a taste as you're going. Until it was sort of cooked. A lot of the moisture had cooked off, so it creates this sort of, well-cooked filling. I had planned on making a bunch of these. It turns out one packet of the Bob's Red Mill pie crust mix gives you about enough for a dozen, I'd say, mini savoury pies, plus a little lid for them. I hear a baby crying, so we're going to go get that baby up. See if we can't put some roofs on pies with a baby in our arms before we have to run and get the girls. Here we go. Oh, life sort of teaches you the same lessons over and over. Like I said, I'm in a constant search for ways to make my life easier. These pies are one effort in that regard. Let's see if it's possible to roof a pie with one hand. These are going to be some ugly pies, y'all. I'll tell you that right now. Oh yeah, that's not winning any prizes. So I don't know. I've been thinking a lot lately about. I think I said this, just about how hard life is sometimes. I really like cooking, and I feel like doing a cooking show for me is sort of a way to do something that I actually feel confident about, and see if doing it as an activity rather than just a necessity can help me feel a little better. And it's been stressful, I mean, these pies, if I wasn't trying to film it, I could probably make these things in about half the time. If I wasn't trying to talk about it, I wouldn't be clicking record again and again and trying to get it right. But it's a journey. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot recently about just all the ways life is unexpected and difficult. I like cooking. It's one of my joys in life, but it still stresses me out. I've got all sorts of things on my list, activities, chores to accomplish, more or less. I recently started lawyering again, just super part-time. Just as a way of sort of having something to do. Like I said, both that I'm doing something that I think I'm decent at, the type of law that I practiced I found kind of interesting. It's a way of interacting with adults, because I don't do a whole lot of that normally. But I keep looking for ways to feel like I'm getting ahead in life in a personal sense, or even just in a grand scheme of things. And it's hard to keep perspective on that. I've been seeing a psychiatrist for 6 or 8 months now, and I was at my psych's office on Friday talking about this same thing I talk about all the time, which is just I never feel like I can get ahead. I don't feel like I have a whole lot of time just for me. I spend most of my time taking care of other people, and every time that I do feel like I'm getting a little ahead in some way, I get knocked back down again. And I really want to get to the point where I feel like I'm caught up on all the sort of necessities, and I can both enjoy the day-to-day things. Yeah, you got it. Enjoy hanging out with my baby, hanging out with my kids, hanging out with the dogs, cooking dinner and all that. Enjoy the day-to-day things without feeling stressed, which I do a lot of the time. And also have time to do other things. There's things that I would prefer to do rather than just washing dishes and fixing things the dogs have ruined, or trying to get our house in order, whatever it is. I like to write. I'm hoping to talk at some point about some of the writing I've done. I've got ideas for things I want to make. I like printing shirts. I hope to talk soon about some of the shirts that I print. This is a shirt that I bought to print, 6 months ago that I just started wearing because I needed a clean shirt. Haven't yet printed anything on it. I've got a few of those. Anyway, and my psychiatrist, I keep hoping for a silver bullet. Like I keep thinking that if you go, like, once you fill your punch card or something, surely they give you the secret. They give you the there's one weird trick to be the person that you imagine you're supposed to be. My psychiatrist just keeps telling me, man, it's not how it works. Sometimes it's just hard. Sometimes life is just hard. It might be that you're just busy. You got enough on your plate. You've chosen to take care of your family. That takes time. So be it. Well, anyway, I came home on Friday and I felt sort of a little more comfortable with that. Got her down for a nap, managed to clean the house a little. And then she got up from her nap and I thought, okay, I got, a couple of hours before I have to get the girls from school. Baby's waking up from her nap. I will just sit on the couch and relax. There's nothing else I can do. Just got to hang out with this baby. Sat down with her, just like this, about the same time of day. Oh, come on now. And a bottle. I got an email from the water company saying that we've got what looks like constant discharge from our water meter indicating a possible leak. And I spent the next 2 hours running around with my head cut off, like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to work out where this water leak was, what to do about it. I've got plumbers scheduled to come by later this week to check it out and see. We probably need a new water line from the meter to our house that we're in for thousands of dollars in repairs. And it's just, it's set me for a loop because right when I feel like we're kind of getting ahead, getting something done, we're working on this patio outside, I kind of made a decision how to do it, feels good. All of a sudden I've got this other unexpected thing on my plate. These are going to be some ugly pies, I'm telling you right now. Get out of here. So, it's funny how that goes. So I've been thinking a lot about that. I don't know that my thoughts in that regard are profound. I don't have an answer. There's no big lesson at the end of it other than, man, life is hard. So be it. But it's also wonderful. Cooking is one of those things that, to me at least, is like a little microcosm of what life can be like. Like I said, I love cooking. I think I'm good at it. It's kind of fun. It's also stressful and hard, and it takes constant attention because if we don't cook dinner, we're not eating tonight. But of course, every now and then you can give yourself a little grace. We don't eat out much, but every now and then when you have to, you go, well, to heck with it. Tonight we're picking up something to go. When I'm making this video, I had these grand plans to roll out all these things on camera. I've got probably half an hour. Man, look at that. Oh, I've got probably half an hour of me talking to the camera, trying to roll dough at the same time that I'm going to delete. And instead, I cheated a little bit, rolled these out, doing it like this, but still getting it done. So, I'm going to give myself a little grace and say that's a win. I think they'll taste good. I don't know. Like I said, as always, I'll have a little video at the end showing what they look like. I've got a very short amount of time now before I have to go get the big kids from school. But Tuesdays are a relatively quiet day. I don't think I have anything else to do today. Dinner's made, more or less here. Just going to whack these in the oven for a while. Tried something new, put it on camera, calling that a win. And then, I don't know, I think I might take a bit of a break from cooking videos and talk next about, I think I might do some screen printing stuff. But in the meanwhile, if I can get these last two little tops put on here, I wanted to talk to you guys. Fuck it, I can do it at the same time. I said recently I kind of stopped listening to the news, which bums me out because I really enjoy listening to the news. It's just sort of, we okay? More, less, good? A little burp? All right, I'll go for a little burp. I don't know, I listen to the news a lot. But it's been bumming me out lately, so I've stopped doing it. So I started listening to trivia programs, which is engaging and there we go, engaging and sort of fun for my brain, and doesn't woefully depress me. But because of that, I've had this major, I've been on this major trivia kick. So I've been buying all sorts of trivia books, logic puzzle books, and just recently I thought, oh man, I've got a copy of Trivial Pursuit at home. But if I just start reading Trivial Pursuit questions, obviously the game wouldn't be any fun. I should probably get more Trivial Pursuit questions. So I pulled over the other day near the op shop, rummage store, Goodwill, and ran in while my wife waited, not knowing what I was doing. And I came back out with $20 worth of every Trivial Pursuit related item they had in the store, except for Trivial Pursuit for kids, which looked kind of boring. Are we done there? Okay, we're done there. Well, there you go. We've got pies. But I managed to pick up for myself like one spare box of Genus 3 Trivial Pursuit cards. I've got, this is the Genus edition, just the Master Edition Trivial Pursuit game. Should have a bunch of stuff in there. 20th Anniversary Edition Trivial Pursuit. Particularly excited, because I think it'll be silly, about the Trivial Pursuit totally 80s version, which I would not ever have bought if it cost more than $2, but it didn't. A couple of packs of Trivial Pursuit Genus 5. I don't know when they came out with that one, but I assume it's more current. Ooh, hello. And then we've got the Silver Screen Edition set of cards and Genus 2 edition. This is, just boxes upon boxes of Trivial Pursuit cards. Honestly, I don't know why I thought it'd be fun, but I was hoping, I don't think I was going to have a baby in my hands. I thought it'd be fun to do some trivia. I don't know if other people have such a yen for trivia as I do, but I thought we'd run through it. Genus 5, blue. They've got these labelled differently. See, I would have thought blue is geography. Hang on. But they're calling it oh, this is for the, man, I just don't know. That's the silver screen. I don't know what these stand for. PP, we'll have to guess. Again, I would have thought geography, but who knows? What Great Lakes state is allegedly home to a 500-pound man-killing clam? Well, you got to guess a Great Lakes state. I don't know. I could name Michigan's on the Great Lakes. Pennsylvania's on Lake Erie. I guess so is New York. I don't know, let's go Michigan. Michigan, what do you know? What movie mogul masterminded the cover-up when an inebriated Clark Gable hit and killed a pedestrian? Movie moguls of the period show my ignorance and take a stab at Orson Welles? Louis B. Mayer of what MGM fame, I suppose. What leader stood next to Jiang Zemin on Beijing posters that announced, "He is very cool"? I've got no idea there. Clinton. What was the fastest growing US healthcare expense of the 90s? Hospital care, physician services, or prescription drugs? Got to be prescription drugs. Oh, you puked everywhere. That's on me. That's on you. Well, that's how we live. That's got to be prescription drugs. Led to the, Medicare Part D? Wasn't that one of George Bush's big promises? Prescription drugs. What former Cyndi Lauper associate co-authored The Complete Idiot's Guide to Pro Wrestling? Ooh, I don't know. Cyndi Lauper wrote the music for Kinky Boots. I don't think that helps us here. Captain Lou Albano? Oh, show my ignorance. What nation first crammed women's toes into stiletto shoes in 1953? I don't know, Italy or France? Italy. Well, you don't get points for those. But hey, listen, while we do them, oh, yeah, you got it. Silver Screen Edition. I'm going to brush these pies with a little butter. And I think what I want to do is cut some sort of indication into what's what, so we know. And then I think we have enough time. Then we're going to have to run. So we're going to go meat pies. What do you think? Just a little one, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Past each side, we'll go on X. X, X, X. You can't even tell it's an X on that one. You know, they'll taste good. And if you can't forgive yourself for ugly pies, man, you need therapy more than I do. Where was the bracelet hidden in 1972's Sleuth? I don't know ever. This is what I need my wife for. She is crazy good at these movie things. I've not seen Sleuth. I don't know. And I'm only one-handed, so we can do these all as a set. Green, tit. I'm not sure what tit stands for. What 1972 movie ended with the line, Andrew, don't forget, be sure and tell them it was just a bloody game. 1972 movie, just a bloody game. Got to be from the UK. Can you think of any movies from the, I don't know. I've got nothing on that. Nothing, not a thing. War Games? I don't know, War Games? That can't be 1970. That's got to be like an 80s movie. I'm not great at movies. What winners of supporting performer Oscars at the 1973 Academy Awards ceremonies were separated by 61 years? Supporting performer Oscars 1973. Christ, nothing. I shouldn't do movie trivia on camera. This is embarrassing. Supporting. I mean, Tatum O'Neal won, I don't know, sometime around there. But was she Best Actress? I thought she got for Best Actress. She youngest ever Oscar winner or youngest ever Best Actress winner? Or both? Well, we're going to go Tatum O'Neal and someone else just because it'd be hard to imagine how you'd get more of a gap than Tatum O'Neal and whoever else won. With her father, Ryan O'Neal. We'll see. What 4 pieces of evidence did Milo Tyndall hide in Sleuth? Well, I guess one of them's a bracelet. What famed novelist wrote the screenplay for the 1952 film Viva Zapata? No idea. Who played the humiliated hairdresser Milo Tyndall in 1972's Sleuth? This card is sleuth mad. Milo Tyndall's drink. Sleuth. Is this just all sleuth? John Houseman and Tatum O'Neal. I got half a point. A bracelet, a shoe, a stocking, and a false eyelash. Steinbeck. Who played the humiliated hairdresser Milo Tyndall? Michael Caine. How about it? Man, I'm telling you, man, I just on an absolute run for trivia these days. Genus 2. Then we got to run. What lake lies between the Soviet Union and Iran? Baikal? Caspian Sea. Well, you tricked me. Yeah? What British comedy team numbered Harry Seacombe, Peter Sellers, Michael Bentine, and Spike Milligan? Is that what's it called? The I know this. What was Spike Milligan on? Goon Show? The Goons. Oh. What defense lawyer's clients included Lenny Bruce and Jack Ruby? Nah. Melvin Belly. Well, there you go. I don't feel bad for not getting it right because I don't know the guy, I guess. What's the soft life in Rome? I don't even know what that question means. What are the only 2 perennial vegetables? I'm not even going to guess. I don't have enough time to sit around thinking. What colour is displayed on the starboard side of a boat? Green? Green. Rhubarb and asparagus. La Dolce Vita, Melvin Belly, Goons, Caspian Sea. Well, I don't know. Come on back. We'll do more trivia. I don't think it's going to get any better. I'll whack these pies in the oven. I have no idea how long to cook them for. If I had to guess, it's probably about half an hour or so, 45 minutes. But I'm going to whack them in the oven, go get the big kids from school. I'll have a shot of them when they're done and let you know how it comes out. And then we'll be back for, I don't know, more cooking, screen printing T-shirts. Maybe I'll talk about building a patio. Who knows? Excitement awaits us. There you go. I'd eat that.